Yo, what a time, and go tenyo, oh, what a time. This is the voice of the Patriot, and here we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is our daily editorial. And today we have some really interesting stories to deal with as usual. And I need you to come along. Now the very first story we are looking at today is taken from Ghana Web, and it reads, Mahama governing with incompetent people. And this is Professor Ade talking. And I read, interesting times ahead, and I need you to come along. This is truly interesting. Oh my God. My brother, my sister. Now, Professor Ade is somebody everybody knows in Ghana. He's an educationist, an academic, and when he speaks, it carries some amount of weight. I read, Mahama governing with incompetent people. And this is Professor Ade talking. Now, President John Dramani Mahama has led a despicable team of young people who have not done justice to Ghana. A former rector of the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, Professor Stephen Ade, has said. Now, according to him, if late President Jonathan Mills had not been sick and had completed his 8 years in office, Ghana would have progressed. But there have been serious setbacks. Speaking on the executive breakfast show on Class 91.3 FM on Wednesday, September 21, Founders Day, Professor Ade accused President Mahama of surrounding himself with incompetent people. My brother, my sister, incompetent people. Underline that. And my brother, this was published on the 21st of September, 2016. 10 years ago. 10 solid years ago. Now let's continue. Honestly, I believe that President Mahama has not been very good to us in the sense that even within the NDC, he has not used the capable people. He has used basically incompetent people, young people, whose only theft is just insulting. I say that 50% of Ghanaians are NDC, and therefore there are capable people in the NDC. He should not rule with this bunch of incompetent young people. And to me, it pains me. And I hold President Mahama responsible because he has all these people who are competent and he has not used them. He told show host Prince Menka. Now today I decided to bring something that was said 10 years ago so we can look at something 10 years on. Now Stephen Ade criticized the president at the time and said he was using incompetent young men, underline young men. And he said the NDC had great people in there, but he decided to use incompetent young men. After 10 years, Mahama is back in power. And many Ghanaians have said one thing. We were told Mahama was incompetent. We believed that he was incompetent, so we voted him out. While in opposition, we realized that he was not incompetent after all. We realized that he did a lot for Ghana, better than the so-called competent NPP government led by Nana Addo and Bawumia. So, we decided to bring back Mahama unprecedentedly and to kick out the so-called competent Akufo-Addo and Mahamudu Bawumia. Now, has Mahama done anything new from when he was last criticized by Stephen Adey? He's brought back the same young people. From Sami Jemfi, whose gold board is seen as the backbone of the economy, all the way through to Malik Basintali, to the NPA boss, Lawyer Tameklo, Edoji Tamaklo, all the way through Jinapo, and all the young people he has pushed into his government. My brother, my sister, you can only but applaud. What has changed? Was it a problem with the age or the competence? Which one? My brother, my sister, the people that Stephen Adey said were very incompetent, years on, Ghanaians debunked this and said Mahama had done a lot. He built hospitals. In fact, that became so pivotal in the days of COVID-19. They begged Mahama to return, even at Kejetia. Market women begged him to please return. How could they be begging an incompetent Mahama who fielded only incompetent young men and women to return to power? Did we get something wrong? 10 years on, I'm looking at this story again. And interestingly, Dr. Stephen Adey, or is he a professor? Is he a professor? Let me quickly find out. All right. Stephen Adey has not come out. Yes, Professor Stephen Adey has not come out to tell us anything new. Maybe we should be having an interview with him to find out that 10 years ago, he blamed Mahama for being incompetent and the fact that he fielded only incompetent young men. Has anything changed? And hear from the good old professor one more time. But my brother, there's one thing we all can applaud: consistency. Now, what Mahama has done new, in my opinion, is focusedness. Can I say it again? Focusedness. To be focused. My brother, my sister, Mahama is more focused this time round than he was then. Of course, there were so many distractions from the party. Party bigwigs who helped him win elections wanted to also have their pound of flesh. No matter what, they must have it, even if the economy was dead. But this time around, Mahama campaigned on his own, right from the beginning all the way up to where he is now. So he's a man of his own, and he takes all the shots himself. That has made him a stronger man. Can we learn that for our politics going on? That independence, true independence of the candidates, is most important. There is no denying the fact that Mahama's first tenure had problems. Party bigwigs tried to puppet him. In fact, he told me this himself. He said, Blakk Rasta, today I am happy that I campaigned myself right from the beginning to the end. Right now I am more independent of anybody and any such influences, and I can call the shots myself. My brother, my sister, how many more presidential candidates who became presidents were influenced by puppeteers? Today we are seeing all the fruits of the independence of a president, Mahama. He has not only achieved political points in Ghana, but also outside Ghana. He was at the UN. We saw his resolution passed with ease. He's had applause all over the world. People hail him. The economy is breathing and he heaving a sigh of relief. I am waiting for Professor Stephen Ade to come again. If he thinks that the Mahama government this time round is very competent, what has changed? If not, what is the problem? Congratulations to John Dramani Mahama, and congratulations to all critics, especially those who are not subjective but objective. Congratulations to the government, my brother, for biting the bullet so hard, the bullet of criticism, and deciding to field only young men and women. There are a lot of party members who are old. They still want to play football. But Mahama said, you know what? We need fresh limbs. All the old limbs, no disrespect, but please warm the bench for now. Yes, I know he has had a lot of big party weeks, but his solace lies in the fact that Ghana first, and that he is more independent now than he was 10 years ago. Now the next thing I want to look at is taken from My Joy Online. And it says, Mahama encourages VRA. Says Akosombo fire offers fresh start to modernise facility. And this was published today, the 30th of April. And I read, President John Dramani Mahama has commended the Volta River Authority for its response to the recent fire outbreak at the Akosombo control room, describing the incident as an opportunity to modernize the facility. Now, speaking during his visit to assess the damage and ongoing recovery works at Akosombo on April 30, that's today, Mahama expressed sympathy over the incident, but praised the technical team for their swift response in restoring power generation. We heard about the sad event, the fire outbreak in the control room. And of course, Ghanaians have felt the impact, he said. He noted that the authorities' response demonstrated strong constitutional, in fact, institutional capacity. I am not surprised about VRA and what VRA has done. I am not surprised because VRA has some of the best human resources you can get anywhere. When I heard they were going to find a way of bringing it back, I was not surprised, he stated. Mr. Mahama described the fire as an unfortunate thing, but transformative moment. Given the age of the facility, this is an act of God, because who would have expected that a control room that has been there since 1964 would experience this kind of fire, he said. So President Mahama went all the way to Akosombo and he spoke to the people. He lauded them, thanked them on behalf of the beautiful nation. The Akosombo Dam was built in 1964. I was negative 10 years young. Today I'm 51, going to 52. So Akosombo Dam is 52 years, in fact 62 years young. My brother, my sister, there has never been a fire, a major fire in there. From 1964, God has been good to us. We still use the same old machines with just a few top-ups. It's the same thing with Valco. From when Valco was built, A lot of machines are still there that are considered obsolete, outdated, outlandish. My brother, my sister, Mahama says, sad as it is time for the nation to sacrifice for a facelift of the Akosombo Dam. It's an act of God. Hey, this is deep. Not many are going to understand this. But my brother, my sister, understand me. Mahama says, nobody ever knew that there would be any kind of fire in the master control room, the MCR, of the Akosombo Dam. This is the heartbeat of electricity in the whole Ghana and beyond. And the heart has caught fire. When your heart is even palpitating, how do you feel? Let alone your heart catches fire. People can read political meanings into this because we are so good at that. We are a very dangerously pessimistic people. We are ready to score political points. We want the government to fail so we can jump back into power and loot and steal one more time. Dirty people. Dirty, dangerous, wicked people. Your place is the hell. I've heard a lot of things going around. Oh, some two pythons were responsible. A male and a female who were having a doggy style right there inside a certain electricity firehouse. Many have said whatever they want to say. But Mahama says, you know what? Let us deal with the physical and leave the spirit to the spiritualists. This is an act of God. This fire is what the engineers say is the cause. But the engineers have done so well. They have been able to restore power. And that is why I'm excited. And he said that today. Some of us have experienced a certain kind of doomsaw. But the engineers have been able to restore power. Doomsaw lasted about a week. Rest in peace, Doomsaw. Mahama knows how Doomsaw dealt with his image. So he wouldn't joke with Doomsaw anymore. We all saw how Doomsaw destroyed this country in the days of Mahama. So he doesn't want that to be near him. Even an act of God, he will not allow to stop him. Now, I conclude on this. Mahama says it is time to build another Akosombo Dam. Did you hear that? How much did it cost Osajifo to build the Akosombo Dam? Do you know? Do you have an idea? Osajifo spent 9 million cedis building the Aboso glass factory. And Akosombo Dam was built 2 years before Osajifo built the Aboso glass factory. The Akosombo project is more than 100 times bigger than Aboso. If Aboso cost 9 million, then you can imagine how much Akosombo cost. It was the biggest, most flamboyant ambition to ever hit this sub-region. Many people said it was not possible. Nkrumah brought in Sheikh Al-Hajj Ibrahim Inyas to come and pray so that the Akosombo Dam would settle. He brought men and women of God from both divides, better still, all divides. Nkrumah did everything possible to keep this thing going. 62 years on, this is the first time we are hearing about a fire at the master control room. It tells you that the hand of God has been so patient with us. Despite our carelessness, The Akosombo Dam has remained very faithful to us as a people. When Nigerians come here, they wonder and marvel how we keep our country bright with lights. And anytime there's going to be some power outage, we announce it. Unlike in Nigeria, they will even give you that luxury. Boof! NEPA don't take power. NEPA don't take light. You will hear everywhere in Lagos. NEPA don't take light. It means their electricity company called NEPA, NEPA, has taken power. In one day, a house in Nigeria can have power go off for as many as 20 times. Are you aware? I'm not making a comparison, but I just want you to appreciate the importance of the Akosombo Dam. This is a nation that is rich in oil. Yet because of bad, dirty leadership, they are unable to take care of the power situation in the country. What are you doing with the oil? You drink it like beer. Is it beer? Oil for Nigeria, beer. Now beer you they drink them, glock, 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 like so. What madness. Such a beautiful country, yet dirty leaders. Wicked, dirty leaders. Nkrumah spent money building the Akosombo Dam. Sometimes we even buy oil from Nigeria to run some of the engines. As it stands right now, Ghanaians have the luxury of smooth power supply. Anytime power is going off, it is announced, unless it's in an emergency. My brother, my sister, that is why Ghana is fast becoming the beacon of the whole of the sub-region. Mahama is the wonder kid. Watch him. He could just end up giving us yet another Akosombo. What do I mean by that? A major facelift of the Akosombo. New machinery, new edifices, new equipment, new technology, and new favor. I pray that this happens. In the interim, it is the voice of the Patriot.